going to show you how to make a chart in Google Sheets. So first you're going to go to your drive. You're going to make a brand new Google Sheet. I'm going to do this because I want to track how many hours I've slept. So I'm just going to call this sleep log data. And then here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter in my data. So these are going to be days of the week. This is going to be how many hours I've slept. This is going to be hours missed. And this is going to be extra hours of sleep that I've gotten. So days of the week, right? Obviously, you're going to type in the days of the week. We will do all of them just so you can get the full effect. I have to work on my typing skills. Okay. And then hours slept. So let's say Sunday I slept 9 hours. Monday I slept 8.25. Then I slept 7.5, 8, and then 9.6 hours, we'll say. Okay, so for hours that I've missed, my goal was to hit 9.25 hours. So I'm going to set up a formula. A formula is where you start with the equal sign, and now that's telling whatever is in this cell, this box, you want it to equal this formula that you're going to set up right now. So whatever's in this box, I want it to equal 9.25 hours, the hours I was supposed to be getting, minus, do not write in the number, instead write in the cell. So the cell is in letter first and then the number, so it's B2. So minus whatever is in B2. I'm going to hit enter and it's going to automatically calculate that for me. So it says I've missed 0.25 hours that night, which is correct. Here you'll see this pop-up box which says suggested autofill. So it's saying I'm going to suggest, right, Google Sheets is suggesting to me, let's do the same formula in all these boxes. I'm going to say, yeah, I'm going to take your suggestion. Then I don't have to do it by hand. What's great about having the formula with this equal sign is, let's say, oh my gosh, I got my hours wrong for Monday. I actually only slept 7.75 hours. Watch what happens here. It automatically changes the formula. So by entering the cell number B3, instead of the numbers here, it's going to recalculate it exactly. I don't remember what it was. We're going to say 8.5. So I've missed all these hours. However, let's do this differently just so you have an even number. Here I slept 9.5 in hours missed. I know because I've done this chart before, this is going to show up on the bottom of the chart, which is not what I want. So just for anything that you've gained, any extra hours, you have to actually fudge the data a little bit. So you have to, any extra hours you got, you're going to add it here. So I got 0.25 extra hours. I'm going to delete my hours missed. Technically this is correct, but I'm going to delete it just for the chart. And then here I'm going to say I slept 9.25 hours and I got 0.25 extra hours, right? So technically this is right. You'll see what I mean when we do the chart. Okay, to make the chart, highlight all the data that you want in the chart, even the title of your chart. You're going to go to Insert, Chart, and by default, it's going to go to this sort of chart. This is not what I want. So in the chart type, you're going to scroll down. I don't want a line. I don't want an arrow. I want a column chart, which is what it's giving me, but I actually want the information stacked. So I'm going to click Stacked, right? And now it's showing me in blue all the hours I've slept. The red are the hours I've missed. We've already done those calculations. And the yellow are the extra hours. However, I don't have a title on the hours and I don't have a title on my days of the week. So let's go through and do that. So when you go to Customize, you're going to go to Chart and Axis Title. So the drop down is Chart Title. I don't even have a chart title yet, right? So I'm just going to say my sleep log data. Boom. It adds it already. You can have it in the middle. You can change the type of font, right? You can do anything you want. Then I'm going to go to my horizontal, that's the horizon, And these are days of the week. Boom, you see it there. Then I'm gonna add a vertical axis tile. These are hours slept. And then boom, you see that over there. That's amazing. The next thing I wanna change is these colors. I actually want the color, the extra hours, I don't want it to be yellow, I want it to be green. So you're gonna change the fill color of like this little box and this little yellow box. I want it to be green. Let's do that green. Boom, it just changed the colors, okay? So that's it, that's all you need to do. And then when you're ready to insert it into something, you can just copy it, and you can copy it into a Google Doc. You can copy it anywhere else. You can also grab the whole box, right, and move it around, make it smaller, make it bigger. That's it.